Yeah!
How?
We are the Gear and Beer Show.
From Music Villa. Bozeman, Montana, he's Blaze.
That's Joe, my friend.
We're like morning radio personalities.
We are, hey, everybody.
He's the Gipper and Chomp.
You pay for the whole seat, you only need the edge. Welcome to the Snake Pit. Rodney Piper, shout out. Okay, yeah. Deep
Bringing
Cuts.
it back. Bringing it back.
WWF Wrestling, Deep Cuts. We're going to body slam each other later. The peak of our show. Yes. So, hey, what's going on?
Oh, man, I played the Hofbrau last night. It's our local.
Classic.
It's the best bar in the world.
Yeah.
It's a dive bar.
When I moved here, that's where you went for open mic. You met other open micers. You had friends. And that's how bands formed. This is all that. So you live there. Now I'm too old for that.
This is a good segue. There was like this voting in town recently of like the best of Bozeman, whatever, community voting thing. Mm-hmm. And there's some bajillion categories.
A baking show beat us out, by the way.
And my friend was like, hit me up on the interwebs. Was like, hey, Joe, make sure you vote for the filling station, the Hofbrau in these categories. Okay, so I went on there, and then you get on there and you're like, oh, I better go vote for all my friends and all their various businesses. Right. Best massage.
What a good friend.
Best massage. Hofbrau was an option.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Somebody entered that in. I appreciated that.
That's pretty cool.
And,
I'd vote for that.
Best all-around guy. This will mean nothing to national viewers, but Gil, our friend Gilbert from the Filler, was like best, all-around citizen.
Best all-around citizen.
Who's like I love you, Gil, but he's like our drunk friend at the bar. Who's like, that guy at that bar in every town.
Sounds like a good all-around guy to me.
Anyway.
Hey, speaking of getting drunk, let's open up this beer right
here.
This
beer.
By the way, the Bridger Brewing, ding, it's our sponsor.
Thanks, Bridger Brewing.
Lovely place. They got lovely beer. They won a prize.
At the big thing in Denver.
The biggest pumpkin this year. Oh, no, that was somebody else. But anyway, this is the Bobcat Brown. It's a brown ale. They won first place. It's really was a surprise to them. They were excited about it.
Do you think it would pair nicely with that brown guitar?
Oh, gosh, yes. Look at that. We'll have to look at the color, and we're going to look at that. Because look at this. We have our guitar of the week this week is going to be the Ultras.
The new Fender Ultra series. We're actually really excited about these guitars.
They're very cool. They're taking place of the Elites, right?
The Elite, yep. I'm excited to get into these guitars.
So it's their kind of higher tier version of their American-made.
Ooh, nice head on that.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Good pour, Blaze.
Thanks.
Good job.
Didn't know what I was doing. Okay.
Bobcat Brown. Thanks, Bridger Brewing.
Yeah, thanks for Bridger. Let's cheers to that. Cheers, Dustin. Boop. Virtual cheers to all you out there.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't had a brown ale. Yeah, I haven't had a brown ale in a while,
good.
and that is damn good.
God.
This is going to make me want to have brown ales
again. Wow.
Because I do the IPA. Yeah, I like IPA and I like pale ales. And
I see why they won with this.
Yeah. It's got a lot of there's a lot going on.
Why don't I ever order this beer? Wrong with this?
I don't know.
Jeez.
You get in your mode of just what you like, know. And but I'm gonna try this next time. This is really good.
God, the finish is really clean.
Looks great with that guitar, huh? There we go.
Good beer.
Yeah, the color's great.
It's really hitting the spot.
It is. It's beautiful. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Bridger Brewing.
Yeah.
And on to our next segment.
Guitar of the week.
Guitar of the week, everybody. Fender Ultra.
Fender Ultra.
Right? So, Fender's got Performer. They got their Players, which is their Mexican. Their Performer. Professional, which is my telly. I love that. And then now, they used to have the Elites. Now they have, instead of that, they have the...
And they've... The Ultra.
Ultra.
And they've gone through and rebranded things over the past few years. So like American Standard became the American Pro. What you have?
Yes.
That was the first. That was a few years ago.
Yeah, or it was a Performer. They kind of is weird. They kind of split it a little bit, a Performer and Pro.
It was a few years ago now where that shift happened, where they started, and I guess they do that every few years.
And now they get the Ultra.
So,
it's like my deodorant.
Elite is now
Old Spice Ultra.
Elite is now Ultra.
It's true.
It's like my truck. It's a Ram Ultra.
Ultra 2000.
So let's grab this.
250. Okay.
So let's just go through a couple of things they changed real quick.
Very nice guitars.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
They look
literally
beautiful.
Unboxed these like this morning, just before the show. So we haven't. This is an honest first impression. Right away, one of the things I noticed was this new contour. I think you guys can see that. Dustin will
a lot of lines.
We'll get a tight shot on that. But
look at that.
You guys look at the tight shot. It's
sexy.
It's not sexy.
That's going to look good in a bikini
appealing?
on summertime. That's nice.
No, I really like though this contour here is instantly appealing.
Slick.
Yeah. That's rad. That's new.
Yeah,
completely new.
Even this too is that where
they changed a lot of it.
This guy right here, right?
And the whole angle in, and then this cutaway here.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's all different.
Someone got a new sander for Christmas.
Modern D neck, which is new. That's a new thing.
Compound radius.
It's a new. Yep. So new neck profile. The radius is 10 to 14. So it's very flat up here. 14 down here.
Does feel very nice. You can get fast down up high.
10 to 14, a little flatter up here. You can see it. You can actually visually see the flatness.
Yes.
A little easier to chord is the reason for that.
Up
you have
here,
it with a little more contour
or
and a little
down
easier
there.
to shred and do crazy bendy wheedly deedlies up here. So on this one, the S1 switch does something I really like. Instead of doing the whole crazy wiring hoogie floogie, it introduces the neck pickup into the scheme, into the scenario. So wherever you are within your 5-way blade, bam, S1 switch, neck pickups there, which is great. So if you're on the bridge pickup, now you can have this split. If you are anywhere you are.
It begs the question, if you're in the neck pickup
if you're
already,
in the neck
what
pickup
happens?
and you hit it, nothing happens.
There's no double neck?
No, there's no double neck. It's the first thing I tried just to make sure.
The smoke starts coming out. It's too much.
So if I... that's a good way to. That's a good way if you pick one of these up.
And it's noiseless pickups, right?
And they're noiseless. Yep. Ultra noiseless vintage pickups is what these are called. Fender will revamp these noiseless pickups every few years. That's the thing, right? Everybody knows that. So ultra noiseless vintage pickups, what they're calling these. They're Tim Shaw designs. The
Tim Shaw is a damn good guy.
He's a good guy.
Vote for him in the next election.
So, the humbucker, the HSS
Help me
one.
get out of the war.
HSS one has that. They call this a double tap circuit on the. So the S1 on the. Let's go into this real quick. On the HSS, hum single single. On the S1 on this guy, it introduces double tap.
Double tap.
They have some unique wiring, some unique circuitry on this guy.
They use an ultimate set of tools on this thing.
They did, yeah. So when you do the double tap thing, you don't lose volume. Is their whole deal there. So this is a pretty versatile guitar. When you go to the bridge pickup, you're not. Oftentimes when you have a humbucker in the bridge, you split it, you lose volume. That will not happen with this. The treble bleed circuit is in these as well.
Treble bleed.
When you turn volume down, when you work the volume knob on the guitar, you do not lose tone. You don't lose high end.
That's cool.
Yeah. So if you have your tone cranked, you dump volume, still got the sparkle.
It's going to retain it. That's good. Those are the kind of innovations that we need. They're doing tellies. They're doing
tellies, Jazzmaster, basses.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they got the S1 switch where they're doing. It's almost like a 4-way switch for the tellies. They're doing.
Let's just pick up the telly.
Let's just look at them real quick and show everyone what they look like.
Another thing that needs to be mentioned.
Cool colors.
This is standard, but they're alder or ash bodies, so they're coming in. You're going to get these in alder or ash.
Okay.
That you can obviously tell is ash.
And it's like that's what S1 switch here just puts these. So that's kind of like almost like a humbucking effect.
So you have a 3-way switch on the telly, but with the S1, which I dig. New contour on the telly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Really nice and light. Super. I was playing this earlier. It's super easy to play.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
You
So
feel
good feeling neck.
Oh, and they're medium jumbo low
Yep.
All these specs are on our site.
Yeah, and you'll look at good pictures.
Up.
I don't know if you can see now, but it's really cool color. It kind of does different stuff. Gold speckle in the light, and then but it looks gray and all that and charcoal. It's cool.
Has the modern jack style.
Oh yeah. They upgraded. They did like kind of that thing that's bomber. That's not going to go anywhere. That's going to be really strong.
The ultra,
very cool. Some things
ultra socket.
Yeah, something that you just hot rod these. I got my telly hot rodded to get this done.
That's sharp color. So they call that Texas tea.
Texas tea, baby, sweet tea.
But it's got a little gold fleck in there. I like it.
Very cool. And then they do a bass.
Yep, the bass is classic, beautiful.
And that looks like a bass.
Maybe we'll get Gino to do a bass video because that seems
there's
like a whole
some things
thing.
going on there. That's the whole thing. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Sorry,
I like it.
Well,
it's their in their line of things. This is they want a little more hot rodded thing for their higher tier and with something different. And I think these are cool.
Yeah,
offers a little bit more than I think the Elites.
Chime in if you'd like to see Gino do a video on the basses.
Yeah, and check out our website for all our specs. We have them here at Music Villa.
Do you not agree this is an ultimate gigging musician guitar? This is a play it all night guitar.
Very solid with a few modern features that gives you it kind of retains all the it's a new look and feel, so it's kind of this modern look and feel, and with the compound radius fretboard,
rolled edges on the neck.
It's a it's a player's guitar. It's a really nice high-end professional musician gigging
Yeah, it's a pro gigging guitar, locking
Pretty cool.
tuners. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to keep specking out.
All
You can
this,
go on our site,
they're
but-
cool looks and some different things, but they're actually like all the little innovations that they did were to make it a reliable killer instrument.
That's to me.
when
It's
you're
just
jamming in
this is just
bands and
a
playing gigs.
go-to gigging guitar. You know.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the Ultra.
I dig it,
people.
man.
All right, check them out. They're really cool.
Cobra Blue.
Yeah. Let's hear some of that on the Riff of the Week.
Riff of the week.
Whoa, Dilly. Hey, so Joe's going to do the Riff of the
So,
Week here on the new Ultra.
I thought this is
Strat.
such a standard riff. Every young guitar player ought to check this riff out. It's a required learning guitar riff. One of those.
It's a lot of fun to play.
Is Joe Walsh, well, James Gang, Funk 49, right?
Check out the James Gang, people.
Yeah.
You know Joe Walsh from Eagles. You might know heard of James Gang on the radio, but they got some deep cuts that are really killer. So anyway,
Killer Power Trio.
oh, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Rockin' Power Trio. I love their cover of Bluebird and shoot. They're all. It's all good, man. Okay.
So I'm going to play it on this guy. He probably played it on a Les Paul. That's famously, he played it through a Champ, right? Like the one knob tweed Champ, cranked up.
Right.
Anyway,
We're
we're
gonna
going
do it
to
on
play it through
Strat,
deluxe
damn it.
reverb and a Strat.
Yeah, we do
That's
things.
how we roll.
Yeah, it's innovative, just like these Ultras.
Just like this beer.
Hold the face. Hold it. Hold it.
Funk 49,
Woo!
James Gang. Every young guitar player ought to probably learn this riff because there's some things in there that you can use for your own songs for just some
Right.
some of those little moves.
Any good
some
riff,
moves.
you can reuse them for other situations.
Yeah, and this
right?
has some
Move
of
them
those
into
classic
keys.
moves. So kind of based out of this A, kind of an A mixed Lydian kind of thing.
Ooh, fancy talk.
So
Ain't no pentatonic.
I'm sure Joe Walsh was thinking that too. Hey guys, this is
Yeah. Let me you know what? I was going to do a pentatonic, but we're crossing that out. I'm doing Mixolydian.
Yeah, take this beer away too. I want to make sure I'm.
Yeah, I'm going to drink some milk during this whole
Yeah.
album. And I'm not going to drink alcohol at all. Okay.
Okay,
Joe Walsh.
So Funk 49, the riff, it has there's the whole chicken picking intro, which you can do your own way.
Oh, that whole first intro.
That
thing's cool.
That's its own thing.
Okay.
But it's an
hear this
easy
riff.
intro to chicken picking, just that intro where you just bend a note, and then he does it slowly, and he just goes pick, finger, pick, finger.
Is he getting some pinch harmonics on that too? Probably a little.
However you
Seems
want.
like that would beg
So-
for pinch harmonics somewhere.
However you want to do that, right?
Yeah.
So drive your
real groovy.
folks
really
or your
cool
roommates
stuff.
crazy, your wife. So
Or my cat if I live alone.
So you're going to start out with this little hammer on. So you're going to bar on fret 5, right there. Single note, single string hammer on onto the G string on fret 6. So your hammer, that guy. And then we're going to just mash that, another bar there, which is sort of like outlining, it's almost like looks like a
A-shaped bar
like a
chord.
D
Yeah.
bar chord, right?
You're just doing the abbreviation.
So it's kind of like a
triad.
1/4 thing. Right? So
That's good stuff. Pretty much anytime you're
And
doing
then-
an E-shaped bar chord, you could throw that lick in
Yeah.
anywhere.
That's what I'm
Reuse
saying. Use that lick all over.
Yeah.
And you could. My root is A when I'm thinking with this, so you could use that riff just to divert
Anywhere.
real quick. I could sit there and use it.
Oh, yeah. Doing it
Super
up.
usable riff. So just as
Yeah.
a riff, as a move, that's cool. Right? It's kind of like the country. There you go.
Yeah,
like that thing, too. So,
you can use that a lot.
Second part of this riff is the Keith Richards
Oh
move.
gosh, Keith Richards style.
Yeah, Keith Richards, Mark Knopfler stole from Keith Richards.
Banjo style.
So that's doing a sus thing.
Beatles
so
did it. Everyone does it.
Hold that. So this bar, the same D bar that you used here, move that sucker up with the pointer finger and mash that. Hammer on these two.
Mash
notes
is a
here.
licensed term, if I'm Joe. Okay,
Yep.
go ahead. Sir.
So I say to kids instead
You're
of
kind of
bar,
creating like a D triad there in a way, or a D or a
yeah.
C-shaped,
And
partial
just-
C-shaped bar chord.
And what I'm doing is hammering on with 2 fingers onto the D string and the B string. So B string, set 8th fret.
Sometimes I might call it a sus thing
D-
too, or some
Yeah, D string 9th fret.
whatever. It's just a cool thing to do when you're doing that.
So it's this little move.
When you're doing that chord, it's a cool
Call that
thing
the
to
Keith
do.
Richards move. Again, a usable riff. You could move that all over. You could, know. Whoops.
Sounds like Hendrix did that.
So-
Yeah.
And Keith, you know, it sounds like Keith Richards, right?
Oh yeah, that's classic open G. Anytime you're in open G, you can do that. It's a banjo thing. It's whatever.
Or Mark Knopfler or any of that, right?
Very cool.
So let's play the whole riff.
That's a
So we
great
go-
riff for all this stuff.
So to put those two together. Let's do the other riff real quick.
You going to the moon tower tonight?
Totally. Pentatonic thing. And then we're going to move that up.
Same shapes, different key. It's great.
This is a really cool riff
All
for
associated to
repetitive
that
stuff.
chord.
And just everything in this riff, it'll come out in other things. So
Yeah.
you might, as we segue into our thoughts of the day, you might go, I don't need to learn that classic rock riff. Da-da-da. I'm a rebel. I'm a young kid. I've got my own thing. Da-da-da-da-da. No, learn it.
Oh, you boomers! I'm a millennial.
The reason that riff still is relevant is because there's good guitar moves in there. Learn them, use them, steal them, make them your own.
Well, all these they come from the same spot too.
Yeah.
They're
And those guys all stolen from places, and you should too. And I think he does a Jimi Hendrix chord.
Oh yeah, the
Then
night.
you go back.
Sweet, that was a great riff, Joe. So we have special
smell the
thoughts.
Bobcat.
What's our special thoughts or
So mine is
takeaway?
that segueing from. You think you're too cool to learn a classic rock riff, do you?
Well, yeah, you might be into these indie bands. You want to do something, younger generation. You want even older like me. I want to do something different and new. I've heard it all before.
So the way that classic rock riff came about was that guy learned some old stuff, and and that's how that works for things to be lasting and have that lasting power. So you learn that classic rock riff and then go off and make that your own thing and just use one part of it. And maybe that little hammer-on will inspire you. Maybe the Keith Richards thing, inspire you to write something of your own. Learning songs, you're like, I'll never play that in my band. No, that doesn't matter. Learn the song and steal whatever you can from it. That's my message. Learn it, steal whatever you can.
I go on with that too. Like I actually never playing guitar all my life. I've never really I gotta learn. I loved AC/DC. I never really learned. I wanted to. Back in the day, my teacher was like, "Let's do Mary Had a Little Lamb," and I wanted to do, Over the Hills and Far Away or something. I heard the other kid doing it next.
I wanted to do Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah,
and they're like, "No, you're going to play this bossa nova song."
Yeah.
Joe.
So I always had that, and I never really, it was different back then with all the tab and resources you have now online. But I never really played all the riffs and cool stuff that I was listening to that got me into the guitar. But I did my own thing, which was cool, and I like that. But older, learning some of that, maybe for lessons that I had to teach and starting to do that, it made me do that. And then learning it, then I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah. You incorporate it. These riffs they sound good, and you can restructure and resculpt them to your own sound. And it does make a big difference. It's a huge thing. It's
not generic. There's nothing generic about it.
It's good to learn them.
It's standard. It's the language.
It's cool
part
things
of the language.
and everything's associated to chords and stuff. So it's a cool thing you can do with these chord shapes that are movable and any key and anything. So you can incorporate them in anything.
And that's what I'm saying. Riffs.
So it's very cool. Look out for those when you're learning a song.
Yeah, and riffs that have chord work and melody combined are the best. That's what you want. Right?
Yeah.
Also, I have to give big cheers to Brad Edwards. He's a local Montana musician legend. We're gonna miss you a lot, Brad.
Yes.
You will, your legend will live on. He's a really great
R.I.P.
drummer, Montana musician. We lost him this week. A straight up legend. A lot of my good friends had the wonderful opportunity to play music with him. He is just a gracious human being, a wonderful guy, and just a musical force in our area, in our state, and beyond. He had a jazz show on our public radio, and he was a monster drummer, man. So Brad Edwards, Cheers to Brad Edwards.
Cheers.
Thanks,
You and
Brad.
your family. All right, we're the Garen Bear.
Signing off.
Have a good one. We'll see you until next time.
See you guys.